The rack walkout and squat superset is one of the best exercises I do in the weight room to work my core, to work on the stabilization that's going to help me run upright in posture for an entire marathon distance. So let's do it.
Cool. Now what's great about the rack walkout is it's a really functional exercise for a runner. From a core strength standpoint, it's the most functional of anything. Reason being that we're doing a lot of moving and balancing at the same time. It's a lot different than doing work on a physio ball or crunches on a mat. What we're going to do is activate hip adductors, hip abductors, balance in the feet and ankles and knees. So it's a really great functional core strength exercise that gets you the most bang for your buck. So what Ryan's going to do here, he's going to load up the bar. Ideally, we're looking at, maybe body weight and a half for a start. What he's going to do is kind of take the bar off the rack, where we're coming up here. He's going to look at really keeping a really straight body alignment. And all he's going to do is take 10 to 15 really short baby steps forward, and then 10 to 15 short baby steps back. Ideally, the exercise is taking no more than 20-25 seconds for the set. Key being that he's staying balanced and upright. Each exercise is going to really isolate stability and thus being able to handle a pretty heavy load. So we're going to go back and forth like that and back into the rack, and that's one set. We're showing you with a pretty light amount of weight right now, but typically this is an exercise Ryan will throw in 200, 250 pounds on the rack, so it's a really good stimulus to that core system. Now what we like to do is we'll throw in what we call a superset. So we'll combine a rack walkout with a traditional squat. So reason being is when we do an exercise like the rack walkout, it wakes up the whole nervous system. So when we're waking up that nervous system, we can come in and then do a squat, which we're going to show with Elias here, and the squat will then become a much more effective and efficient exercise. He can end up lifting a lot heavier weight than he normally would. So Elias here is going to show us kind of just the traditional squat. So what we're looking for in the squat, nice straight back, and we're going to use all three joints at the same time in the squat. So we're working hips, knees, and ankles to do the eccentric part of the squat where he drops in. He goes as far as is possibly flexible, then he's going to push through the heels to pop it back up. And he'll do, multiple reps of this. Eccentric is the exercise on the way down where the muscle's loading up. Concentric is the part where he's popping back up. So if you can see, he's coming down, nice straight back, pushing through his heels and popping it up. Good. So we'll walk him back. So typically we're looking at, with an exercise combination like this, where he'll do 3 or 4 times, with the rack walkout, then coming back, doing a set of squats, 6, 8, 10 reps, getting about 30 seconds rest in between, and then 2 minutes between the sets.